In this video, I will describe the stealth system and ability toggling I plan on implementing in my next mod, Project Maya. I feel as though Mirror's Edge is almost meant to be a ninja game. All of the player's parkour abilities beg to be used in a way that allows the player to run to the rafters for safety, or sneak around an enemy with wall running. However, none of this functionality exists in the game. I plan on creating a stealth effect similar to that seen in the Deus Ex games, for example. In Mirror's Edge, enemies find the player by doing a simple trace from the player to the enemy. If nothing interrupts this trace, the player is seen and the enemy goes into a permanent attack state. If a collision object, such as a wall, interrupts, the player is not seen and the enemy does nothing special. I attached a large mesh to the player, but made it opaque, in order to create something I call a stealth bubble. This will block the trace and make the player invisible to enemies. However, enemies have two trigger volumes attached to them, one in the shape of a cone to represent eyesight, and a cylinder as a general awareness radius. If the player's stealth bubble touches either of the enemy's triggers, the bubble's collision is turned off, allowing the player to be seen and attacked. If the stealth bubble has not touched the enemy's triggers after a certain period of time, its collision is restored and enemies are sent back to their patrol routes. I want Project Maya to play similarly to Metroid Prime, in the sense that the player finds items that unlock abilities, allowing the player to explore previously unreachable paths. To do this, I took note of the abilities that are activated by volumes, such as the swing and zipline abilities. I simply toggle all volumes off at first, and then turn the appropriate volumes on when the player collects the proper item.